signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bears will get the football back. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield,
Tackle him.
or moved away
Tackle
from
him.
In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often
Go.
say, get it to him in
Last
space.
2 yards?
Use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football?
You're just, like,
you can make an educated
hitting
guess
him.
defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
For the Green Bay Packers, they're coming off a 7-9 season as their offense makes their way back on the field. But with that 7-9 season, Charlie, saw their string of 8
I didn't mean to throw it to him, but okay.
To an end. It was just weird not to have Green Bay in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, you kept searching for him, didn't you? You kept looking down the list. When does Green Bay play in the playoffs? Because you're so used to it. But with the injury to Aaron Rodgers that knocked him out for so long, the offense really struggled. Finished 26th in the league in total offense. In a lot of ways, remarkable they finished.
Bro, what are you doing?
tried to do is saying, I don't think it was much of an indictment on the play of Hundley as it made me appreciate Aaron Rodgers more.
I think we all did, and I do believe that the head coach, Mike McCarthy, was trying to fashion offense and also take care of Brett Hundley in the beginning, and that made things easier for opposing defenses.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Devontae, you better
Feels like they're
catch
getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because...
Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby!
If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They give him
Oh, that was weird.
That time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the
Montgomery
field.
got
And now
them
what he's trying to do
juked.
is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go, baby,
It's a
go.
good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
He's stepping in it. I'm gonna give it to Montgomery again.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Oh.
This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage.
Get in the
He
end
was able to
zone.
shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
We were gonna score.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of...
He rifles one.
Another one.
And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard
Another
line.
pick.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it.
Perfect
In
pass.
today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Catch
Turnover
that.
put him in
Okay,
great field
Devontae, you
position.
have to
They don't
catch
wanna
this one.
squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And incomplete here on third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's
Right.
scooped up, and this is a live football.
Sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually scheme that got the ball blocked, but I know one thing. The special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it.
And on that, he can take the pats on the back because
Let's go.
And he's taken down. Jake Ryan coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
well,
that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long, and you know this is the time of game
where
these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds. Definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people.
Tackle him.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there from 19 yards away. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. On first down, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and
that's yards
for a really good strike.
He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back
Adam, hold it. Thank you.
Receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
That was in.
The sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Back now at Lambeau. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
That's not going to make it. Oh, it did.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Trubisky. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Woo, that's
Fair
good.
to say,
I was kind of
best
scared
game throwing
there.
the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know?
This is my last
He's
match.
gotta
I
throw
mean,
it
yeah,
better.
this is going to be
Gotta
my...
get more
After this, I'm just going to...
obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some
That
progress
work?
in this one.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's third.
Time to give a little credit here.
Third
that
and
was an excellent
12.
read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting the defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen.
I'm done with this game. I can't
And
beat.
he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pick up there
Can
of
I
20
be...
yards.
Oh, my God.
I
Can I
like
be
that
someone
about
else?
Trubisky. Has some calm in the pocket, some good presence, despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career, and an entirely different style of offense. Remember, he played that spread stuff while at North Carolina.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there. As
Maybe someone else,
And
please.
when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
It's caught inside the
I
25.
can't.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the
I can't
21.
guard it like that. Please let me... Why is
There'll always
it...
be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Dontrell Inman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
Okay.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now Aaron Rodgers in the offense heading back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Sup, bruh? Someone's on stream.
So
can you comment down below who you are?
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Don't hit his butt, please.
Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running
back.
And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down.
No, I'm not punting.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers.
First.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That one good for 7 that time. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
Go, Pack, go.
Obviously a big first down right there.
If you comment down below, I can look on my phone and know who you are. And sorry, but this is, I'm going to stop streaming after this. I just need a break. I'm getting real cramped up.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw
nice.
the field, maybe even in the
Let's
middle
go.
And use their timeout.
Okay, I have a little trick up my sleeve here.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
I don't know how to use my timeouts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap.
Oh, nice. That was a good
one.
one. There's 14 seconds. I have to score.
Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions
Stop the clock.
with each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of
Okay,
throw.
we're going into
I think
overtime.
he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kicks
It's different
away.
from college.
Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. Oh, good move. And he'll take this across the
Dang
25.
right, it was a
Couple
good
extra yards
move.
up to the 27-yard
Now
line.
watch this.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the...
And that's caught inside the 35. Oh! They give him a gain of 38.
That was good coverage that was defeated by someone who just
You should
wanted
see
the
the look on my face when he caught that. Okay. Go, Pat, go!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
We have to score, guys.
All day long with all the targets trying to go after him. He's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
He's going to leave this for his running back.
You're gonna let us get yards?
It to the 30-yard line here, right at the
He
30.
throws it and it hits the guy.
4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go!
And he picks up the first down.
They can't stop me and Adams, dude. They cannot.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as
Go,
you just described,
go. Don't go down.
You've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays.
Okay, I'm just gonna give it
It's
to
not the X's and the O's, it's
Montgomery,
the J's and the Joes.
and it's gonna be a dub. Easy dub.
Rodgers to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably...
Touchdown, we won.
Into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Did you see him push the camera guy?
Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis.
Yeah, they have more rushing yards. We have a bajillion more.
EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. See ya.